Hey there, it's Colleen Flanagan, and one of the best gifts you can give to a new animal friend that you've brought home is the gift of emotional release. And it's very simple to do. Just take a pendulum, spin it to the left. You can use a necklace, or you can just use your hand and spin it. And you don't even have to be in the same room as the animal, but just clear out all their fears. I don't care if it's a fish, a lizard, a snake, a dog, a cat, a horse, whatever you got new in your life. The animal deserves some emotional balance and emotional release. And just talk about what you think they went through. You should know a little bit of their history because you just brought them home, right? Whether you got them from a good home where they were loved and taken care of until they were rehomed, or a rescue, or even for horses off a slaughterhouse truck. Just release your fears of this animal not working out in your home. Release your own fears. Perhaps you don't know what to do with the animal, or how to take care of it well, or even how to help it. You want to help, but you're not exactly sure how. Maybe this is your first animal friend, or the first animal friend of this type. Just release now. For yourself, I now let go of my fears that I'm not really sure what to do with this new friend, but I had to take him or her home because they just spoke to me. And we know how that connection is, right? You just see an animal, it's like, oh, this is the one. Yep. Just clear out my fears. Maybe I made a mistake or whatever, and I let this go now, because you don't want the animal sensing your fear. And if you have any other stress going on, just clear that out as well. Let go of my fears that the bad times are never going to end, or I'm a failure at taking care of animals, or if there's money issues going on. Just clear all that out now. And when you feel strong and empowered, keep spinning the pendulum or the necklace or your hand, and just gently connect with your heart into the animal's energy with love and gratitude, because they're in your life now to bring you joy. Probably teach a few lessons too. At least the lessons of responsibility, right? As an animal caregiver, as a pet parent. I now release from my animal friend the most important thing, which is the fears of not being safe, because all animals have that instinct that they need to be safe, and if they're not safe, they have to fight or flee or freeze. And it's quite likely your animal friend, no matter how good of a home they came from to you, has those fears. I have several articles on my website, emorescue.com, that talk about how I helped animals with fears. Even one that came, a pedigree puppy that actually came from a very good home, but she developed ear infections that the doctor couldn't fix. And it was just because she came home to her new home with two loving pet parents, and she didn't know what the sounds were. She cried out for her mother and her siblings and her litter, and kept listening for them. And the strain and the fear this little puppy had actually triggered chronic ear infections for her. And I did a remote clearing, and she healed. That's how miraculous you are as well, right? I also release all fears of rejection and abandonment by my new animal friend from when they were separated from their pet family. Or even a fish. Fish swim into school, they feel safe, right? And they're put in a bag and then taken in your car and put in a bowl or whatever. Same with lizards. Animals can feel sad and neglected, and I release any times for my animal friend that he or she felt that way. I clear out now for my animal friend any fears that the bad times will never end from some terrible, frightening noises or situations. You know, people poking on the glass at the pet shop or wherever you happen to get the animal, at the shelter. I release for my animal friend any and all fears of failing to please the humans, failing to be loved. I also release for my animal friend any fears, especially these are animals that have been strays, fears that they are so unsafe and the bad times would never end. Fears of starvation, of abuse, of neglect, of being injured and attacked. I used to volunteer at the Humane Society in their hospital, and I saw some of the most awful things you could ever imagine that people have done to animals with chemicals and tape and other stuff. So just clear out for your animal friend in this life and all of its past lives, and for its ancestors and its mommy and its daddy. Just release all non-beneficial energies, entities, and emotions from your animal friend. And then spin your pendulum to the right and just spin in 100% life force, 100% desire to be strong, to live, to be healthy, to be well, to be loving, to be kind, to be open to love. Next, we'll clear your animal's brachial chakra. So it is, and one other thing is, animals have a special chakra between their shoulder blades. It's called the brachial chakra. We do not have one of those as humans, but that is how they connect with us. So let us clear out for your animal friend's brachial chakra any and all non-beneficial energies and fear-based emotions in that brachial chakra now, allowing this animal to open to your love and your kindness. And bless you for taking care of your animals. Peace out. Namaste. The information in this book can be used for many different pets, not just dogs. Check it out on Amazon. Thank you.